This is your Spanish news. Spain produced a superb tactical display to defeat France 2-0 on Tuesday, booking their place in the World Cup final for the first time since lifting the trophy in 2010, while ending Les Bleus' hopes of securing a third world title. A first-half penalty from Mikel Oyarzabal and a fine second-half finish by Pedro Porro sealed a deserved victory for the reigning European champions. Spain will now meet either defending champions Argentina or England in Sunday's final. France, the world's top-ranked side, had entered the match as favourites after an impressive high-scoring run through the tournament and were hoping to become only the third nation to reach 3 consecutive World Cup finals. The victory also continued Spain's recent dominance over their rivals, marking the third successive summer they have eliminated France from the semi-finals of a major tournament. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez visited the scene of one of Spain's deadliest wildfires in recent history, calling for a national commitment to tackle climate emergency after touring the devastated landscape from the air in the province of Almeria. Travelling by helicopter, Sanchez flew over the scorched terrain before landing at the central command site, where the emergency response has been coordinated in the southern municipality of Ture. The wildfire, which broke out on Thursday, claimed 13 lives, destroyed about 7,000 hectares of forest and scrubland, and transformed picturesque rural settlements into ghost towns. On arrival, Sanchez was welcomed by Andalusian Regional President Juanma Moreno before greeting firefighters, military personnel, and other emergency workers involved in battling the blaze. During the appearance, Sanchez called for what he described as a great national agreement to confront the climate emergency, warning that its consequences were becoming increasingly severe. Climate change kills, the Prime Minister insisted. We are seeing it across Europe and across Spain. And finally, Britain and the European Union formally signed a treaty on the status of Gibraltar on Tuesday, following agreements struck last year aimed at easing border crossings and ending years of political uncertainty over the British overseas territory. Gibraltar residents can now cross over to Spain using residence cards without needing to have their passports stamped, while Spanish citizens can cross using a government ID card. The deal is designed to facilitate the movement of people and goods to avoid lengthy delays for the roughly 15,000 workers who cross the border each day. The Spanish foreign minister said the deal opened a new chapter for Gibraltar, Spain, Britain and the European Union. Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez is due to visit the frontier on Wednesday for a ceremony marking what his government described as the demolition of the fence separating Gibraltar from Spain for more than a century. Fabian Picardo, Gibraltar's chief minister, who played a central role in the negotiations, said the agreement represented a profound change after generations of political division. Reflecting on Gibraltar's past, shaped by military sieges, dictator Franco's closure of the frontier and, more recently, 5- and 6-hour border queues during diplomatic disputes, Fabian Picardo said, "That's the past. Now you've just got to worry about whether the traffic's bad or not." And that's your Spanish news.